Hi, Eric Johnson, creator and CEO of Teamzy. Today I want to talk to you about relationship marketing and why it's a secret to your success. You guys need to understand that Teamzy is more than just a productivity app. It's actually based on a philosophy, a way of doing business, that's based on relationships. And it's very different than most of our industry. Some of you guys have seen my rants about the go for no philosophy and how impersonal and selfish that is. You're going to love doing your business this way. It's going to feel good. And you're going to enjoy the lives you impact by following the system. So let's dive right in. Let's talk about this. What is relationship marketing? What is it? It's a philosophy of doing business that puts relationships and people ahead of sales and products. Okay? Relationship marketing is a philosophy of doing business that puts relationships and people ahead of sales and products. Okay, this is really important because that's what it's all about, is relationships. It's not an abstract, feel-good concept. Okay, it is a proven system that we follow, always knowing what to do next. Okay, it's a proven system we follow, always knowing what to do next. How many of you guys just kind of want to know what to do next? Hang with me, we'll show you. Relationship marketing is a lead generation system. It's a lead generation system. That's a system that initiates consumer interest or inquiry into the product or services of a business. So you can see now it's more than just like, hey, I'm going to be nice to people. It's actually a system we follow. We know what to do. It's proven, and it's a lead generation system. Why am I telling you all this? Because even at the very beginning of this training, I need you to have a mindset shift. Your business is not marketing and selling nutritional products or beauty products or whatever products you represent in your network. Your business is lead generation. You are in the lead generation business. Write it down on the side of your book. I am in the lead generation business. The reason why I want you to have that mindset shift is you can be busy all the time in this business and not be doing the things you need to be doing. If you can be busy all day long, and if you're not doing the activities required to generate new leads, what do I mean by generate new leads? I mean meet new people, create new relationships, then you didn't do anything to build your business today, period. So let's talk a little bit about relationship marketing. In this system, the relationship marketing system, we serve and bring value first. We serve and we bring value first. We invest systematically in relationships. And people are more likely to want to do business with us and to recommend our business to others. We are able to create predictable and reliable results in our business. Again, predictable and reliable results in our business. Those of you guys who've already set up your Teamzy have seen how we can actually take your income goal and tell you what you need to be doing every day in order to hit it. And we can do that because we know the system is predictable and reliable. And the best part, we actually enjoy building our business with relationship marketing. No longer do you feel like you're bugging people or you're harassing people or you're getting terrible rejection from people or you're damaging relationships and all the things that go along sometimes with this business. When you're working by relationship, because we're serving and bringing value first, we're focusing on people over products and sales. We're building relationships, not damaging them. You guys with me? Okay. Remember what business we're in? Lead generation business. Now, developing and deepening relationships is your paramount duty as a business owner. Okay? It's in your workbook here. Developing and deepening relationships is your paramount duty as a business owner. So we're in the lead generation business so that we can meet people. And what do we do when we meet them? Sell them. No. We focus on deepening the relationship. Are you with me? Business is so cool this way, guys. And if that's your focus, is meeting people and deepening relationships with them, your business is going to grow. It's going to consistently grow and grow and grow. Getting back to your workbook, let's get this fill in for you guys. We generate leads so that we can develop and deepen relationships with those people. Over time, we turn relationships into advocates by investing time and providing outstanding service. Again, by investing time and providing outstanding service. You guys know what an advocate is, right? You're all advocates. An advocate is somebody who uses a product or service and loves it, and they can't help but share it. They want to tell everybody about it. And you guys are like that with all kinds of stuff in your life. What we're doing in this system is we're building advocates. We are creating an army of people, of relationships, who, when it comes to this business that you're in, you're the person they think of, that they are excited about telling others about. Relationship marketing depends on trust. I love this part, by the way. I love this part. Relationship marketing depends on trust. Trust is so important. Are there people in this business who are not trustworthy? Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of them, right? And they've given this business a bad reputation. Some of you guys have encountered those people, right? Relationship marketing depends on trust. What that means is if you're a jerk, this system ain't gonna work. Okay? If you're a jerk, this system ain't gonna work. There's a lot of people doing network marketing the other way. This won't work for them because we're gonna be building trust with people. Okay? Trust makes the work fun. Trust makes the work fun. It's so much fun working with people who trust you. Is that true? Also, trust removes the ickiness from the sales process. I think that's a real word. Ickiness. That's your fill-in, ickiness. You know, the icky salesperson. How many of you guys want to be the icky salesperson? I think that's for sure a business definition, icky salesperson. Nobody wants to be the icky salesperson. When you build trust, even a shred of trust, there's no icky salesperson feeling in the process. Also, with trust, you get to go for yes. You get to go for yes. And without going too deep into this, some of you guys have seen my rants. I've got videos on YouTube about why the go for no process is so wrong. But the whole concept of going through your list, looking for the rejections, looking for the no's so that you can uncover the people who are ready, who are interested, and you throw the no's over your shoulder like dead bodies. These are your family and your friends and your relationships. You're going to throw them away because they said no? Who in their right mind would actually be interested in your opportunity the first time you mention it? Probably nobody. With relationship marketing, we're not focused on who's interested. We're just focused on helping people. We're focused on building relationships. We're focused on making someone's day. And then what we build is an army of yeses over time. Okay, so how do you build trust? There's actually ways to do this, and there's 4 essential ingredients to building trust. I'm going to give you guys the basics here, and if you just do this, you're going to do great. Okay, so the 4 essential ingredients to building trust are chemistry, character, competence, and consistency. Chemistry, character, competence, and consistency. Okay, let me break these out for you. Chemistry is where you have common ground with someone. What is it about you they can relate to? Okay, and I think this one's probably pretty obvious for you guys to get. But the bottom line is this: it's hard to trust someone you don't like, true? It's hard to trust somebody you don't like. So you gotta find common ground. You gotta find common ground. The easiest way to do this is just to ask questions and listen. Ask questions and listen. Find out what you have in common. Even the person that you think is the most odious, you have things in common with them. On a side note, one of the things I've noticed lately, and probably you have too, is how fractured our society is. Everybody's arguing. You know, they don't see eye to eye politically, religiously, however it is that we're all divided up. And it's silly, because the truth is we all have common ground. So it doesn't matter who it is. Ask questions and listen. Find the common ground. Let's stop focusing on our differences and start finding what we have in common. The second way to build trust is through character. Character is when you demonstrate how much you care and that you're relatable. Character is when you demonstrate how much you care and you're relatable. Please notice this. Character is not something you have. It's something you do. It's not something you have, it's something you do. And if you're like me, you're a high integrity person who I can get very offended if I feel like someone's questioning my integrity. But I have to remind myself and encourage you to do the same thing. It should be questioned. It's not something that I have, it's something that I do. So if somebody's questioning your integrity, if somebody's questioning your character, maybe it's just a wake up that you are not demonstrating your care to that person. Make sense? Something we do, we demonstrate care. Okay, and we need people to know that we're relatable. And I know a lot of you guys are really great at telling your story. It's important to tell your story, to let people know that the other side of success was struggle and challenge and difficulty, right? You need to be relatable and also show that you're caring. But here's the biggest thing I want you guys to know. Like, for example, if you're posting on social media and you want to know, you're asking the question, does this demonstrate my character? Here's the question. Is this post about me, or is this post about helping others? That's your lens. Okay. The third one is competence. Competence. Competence is when you demonstrate you're good at what you do and you're a business person. Competence is when you demonstrate you're good at what you do and you're a business person. Can you help me achieve the goal that I need to achieve with the products that you sell, right? So whether it's weight loss, fitness, beauty, skincare, whatever it is that you represent, and I have a problem, you're going to solve it. Are you somebody that's competent in helping me with that? And And on the other side is, if I want to join your team, are you somebody who can mentor me in this business? I need to know that you're competent. Now, here's the thing. If you're new, if you're brand new, you really might not be competent in those things yet. And so have you guys ever heard the phrase, fake it till you make it? You guys heard that? I'm sure you've heard that, fake it till you make it. Okay, here's my advice to you. Don't fake it. Don't fake it. Remember, we're talking about trust. And faking it till you make it, that's part of the other way of doing this business. The part that puts products and sales ahead of people. The part where you're leaving relationships and friends and family like dead bodies behind you. Look, come in with me, guys. This is where the lovers are. This is where the real people are. The people who are out to help other people. Don't fake it. Now, you don't need to, because you're part of a team and you can lean on the competence of your team. Lean on the competence of your upline, your sideline, the team in general. Hey, Freddie, I'm brand new, but come with me because my mentor knows everything and she'll mentor us together. You with me? So don't fake it. Lean into the competence of your team until you build it yourself. Then lean into your competence. And guess what? When you have that competence, teach your team to lean into yours. Okay, so before I go on to number 4, I just want to give you guys this principle, which these last 3 points are based on, and that's this. When someone's going to do business with you, they only care about 3 things. Can I trust you? Do you care about me? And are you good at what you do? Can I trust you? Do you care about me? Are you good at what you do? Okay? It's important to understand this principle as you're building trust. And also to understand, just a little side note on this too, is when you're overcoming objections in your business, all objections come from these questions. All objections come from these questions. Can I trust you? Do you care about me? Are you good at what you do? I don't care what the objection is. Deep down inside, subconsciously, it's stemming from one of those questions. How do you overcome that objection? Well, you still need to learn how to overcome objections like a pro. But you also need to realize that the way to overcome those objections long-term is to build the relationship. Deepen the relationship. That's it. Keep focusing on deepening the relationship and those objections will go away. 4, consistency. Just saying the word consistency gives me like a slight pain. And you guys with me? Like, consistency is hard. And the thing that's crazy is we know how important it is, right? We know how important it is. Not only is it important to be successful, but consistency is also the key to failure, right? We fail at things because we consistently do the wrong things. Consistency is so key. I love this quote from one of my favorite authors, Robert Cialdini. The quote is this: people respect consistency and desire it for themselves. People respect consistency and they desire it for themselves. This is huge because consistency builds trust. That's why. Because they respect it and desire it. It builds trust. Not only does it build trust, which helps with everything in your business, but it actually attracts new people to you. They're attracted to you for it, and it becomes kind of like a marketing channel, if you will. Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit. Let's talk about your consistency. Are you a product of your product? Are you consistently investing in others? Are you consistently investing in others? Are you consistently staying in contact with your relationships? These are questions to ask yourself. And I'm going to actually, if you go follow along in your worksheets, I want you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being awesome in these areas. Are you consistently a product of your product? Are you consistently a product of your product? The second one is, are you consistently investing in your own personal development? Are you consistently investing in your own personal development? Scale of 1 to 10. Are you consistently investing in your health and fitness? Scale of 1 to 10. Are you consistently investing in your health and fitness? Okay, the next one. Are you consistently sharing your story and journey on social media? Are you consistently sharing your story and journey on social media? 1 to 10. And finally, are you consistently staying in contact with all your relationships? Okay, are you consistently staying in contact with all your relationships? How'd you do? Did some things glare out at you? Now, why did I give you these 5 things to rate yourself on? I just gave you guys the 4 essential ingredients to building trust. These 5 things are the things you have to be doing consistently to be successful in life and business. So if you're missing one of these things, guys, you're not going to make it. And I'm telling you this with love and caring and passion but you're not going to make it without these things. Well, Eric, I sell makeup and skincare. What does health and fitness have to do with my success? Everything. Your energy, your vitality, your health, your ability to help more people, your ability to get to people. It's all there, guys. It's all important. You need to be consistent. But I want to talk to you a little bit about the last one here. See, all of these also build trust. If you're not a part of your product, why should I use your product? If you're not investing in yourself to become better, why should I? If I'm joining your team, right? If you don't have the energy to lead me, why should I follow you? And if I don't know what your story is, why should I share mine? Are you guys with me? Okay, but I want to talk to you about the last one. Are you consistently staying in touch with all of your relationships? See, because relationship building is a contact sport. That means you have to be in regular contact with people if you want to have a relationship with them. You have to be in regular contact with people if you want to have a relationship with them. Okay, so let me give you a little bit deeper principle here. And this is kind of like the keystone principle for relationship marketing. You ready? It's here in your worksheet. Investing time and connecting with people is the only way to deepen a relationship. Investing time and connecting with people is the only way to deepen a relationship. Okay, let me just share a little story with you guys or give you an example. How many of you guys have ever received like a really great card? Like from a spouse or a parent or a loved one or a friend, like a card, maybe it was for your birthday, maybe it was for no reason. And inside the card was a handwritten, heartfelt message. You guys ever get a card like that? Hopefully you've got a bunch of those. And what happens when you read a card like that? I mean, you feel an emotional connection to that person, right? It actually deepens that relationship, even though that person may not be present at that moment. The question I have for you guys is, when you get a card like that, and after you've read it, and after you've had that emotional connection with that person, you felt that relationship deepen, do you take that card and then just throw it in the trash can, time to recycle it? Do you guys know, right? You have a special place where you keep those cards, like a drawer or a box, or like a place where those get saved forever, right? It's amazing how people will keep those forever. At the same time, sometimes you may get a card. I had one on my desk here, but I don't know where I put it. I cleaned up. You get like a postcard from your dentist, and it says, happy birthday. My dentist sends one, and it says, happy birthday, and it's in his handwriting, but it's clear that it's been printed commercially, right? I get that postcard from my dentist, and it's nice. And then guess what I do? I throw that away. Why don't I save that one from my dentist? Why don't you guys save those? Why don't you keep those in the special place? Because it's not valuable. Why is it not valuable? Because there's no time invested. It took him no time to have somebody go to the printer and run those off and mail them, right? Meanwhile, the card that your friend or your family member or your spouse wrote you, while they were writing that message, they were invested in you. Have you ever tried to write a heartfelt message, handwrite it while playing with Facebook in your other hand? It's not possible. They gave you time and something even more valuable and rare, undivided attention. When's the last time you gave anything undivided attention ever? Honestly, I'm not trying to bash you guys. I'm just asking. Speaking for myself, this is probably it. In fact, where's my phone? I want to play with it right now. I'm sorry, stay focused. They give you undivided attention. That's why it's so valuable. Investing that time deepen the relationship. In fact, if you go pull out a card from years ago and read it right now, you'll still connect emotionally to it, and that relationship will still deepen. It's amazing how that works. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be writing handwritten messages to everybody on your list constantly, and that's the only way to deepen relationships. This is just a very powerful example. And when you're using Teamzy, you'll see one of the connect types is greeting card. What I am saying is investing time specifically in one person is powerful. Now, whether you're doing that through a Facebook message or a text message or however you want to do it, it's still powerful. It's still so powerful. And that's what I'm talking about. If you want to build relationships, you want to build a business based on relationships, you need to be consistent in connecting with people. That's it. You got to be consistent in connecting with people. Now, Teamzy's made this so easy. You can connect with 20 or 30 people in less than an hour every single day, right? But this is the checkup for the neck up. Are you consistent connecting with relationships? Because there are people who are following you on social media that don't believe you. They don't believe you. You're not connecting with them personally. They see it from a distance. They don't believe they've been invited into your life. You need to go one-on-one with them. You guys with me? Okay. Basically, what I'm telling you is you need to be in contact with everybody. Now, how can you do that when you don't have a lot of time? Some of you may know thousands of people. So how do you do that when you don't have a lot of time? You need a system. You got to have a system. You need a way that you can stay in contact with everybody, right? With all your relationships, You need to know when to contact them, and at the correct frequency, right? Because you want to stay in touch, but don't want to be a pest. We help you do that with Teamzy. You want to know what to say. You want to know what to say when you connect with them. I don't want you spending all day trying to think of the perfect message. I want you connecting, right? That's why we built into Teams, we built in all the scripts and dialogues that we know work, that are friendly, that are relational, that are not salesy. And you want to make sure that nobody falls through the cracks. You want to make sure that nobody falls through the cracks. How many of you guys have talked to somebody about the business opportunity and they were interested, but then they decided, I'm not ready right now. And you said, oh, no problem. And you went on your way, and guess what? Suddenly they're in the business and somebody on somebody else's team. Oh my gosh, just like a knife through the heart. It's happened to all of us. And you just let them fall through the cracks. That's on you, not them. Okay? Some of you feel betrayed by that, but you planted the seed and watered it and put sunshine on it, but when they were ready for harvest, you weren't there, someone else was. You need a system so that nobody falls through the cracks, guys, so that you're constantly in touch with people. Basically, I'll close the book on this. You need Teamzy. That's what you need. We built it for you. You've got it. Okay, so you guys are here because you've got Teamzy. But now that you understand the concept of relationship marketing, you understand the heart of this system, it's based on people. Now what I want you guys to do on your next power hour is get focused on the make someone's day mindset. As you're connecting with people, your goal is just to make their day. Just make their day. It's not to make a sale, it's not to make a recruit. It's just, hey, I've been thinking about you. How are you? What are you up to? I hope your day is awesome. We just want to make their day. Have conversations. Start conversations with people. Find the common ground with them. Ask questions. Listen. And when there are opportunities to invite them to the business, invite them. Then follow up with them like a pro. And when there's not, just stay in touch and focus on the relationships. You're going to find your business is going to be super fun and enjoyable, and it will be predictably growing all the time. Thank you guys for watching. God bless.